All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to make a statement here tonight. Here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker, back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker.
Yes, but after the Romero fight, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him, no one feels like him, but Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of 2 very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep the belt in both those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that way. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken this sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back in UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get a finish and actually said he believes it's going to materialize on the feet and not the ground. We shall see. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Great striking from Robert Whittaker as usual. This man puts some serious pressure on you. And when you can beat Yoel Romero the way he did, he is not going to be intimidated by any other 185-pounder. High impact takedown for Khamzat Chimaev early, and clearly he's taking the path of least resistance tonight.
I watch Khamzat Chimaev, and I'm always amazed at his ability to not only get takedowns, but get them so easily. And it seems like it takes so little effort to get the fight to the ground. He will tell you what he's gonna do, and he is constantly doing exactly that. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is gonna be stopped. There it is, now he's running him out. He's gotta start throwing now.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. is in half guard. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. Big ground and pound.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Under 2 minutes now to go round one. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Ooh, big shot, man.
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Whittaker's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense.
Now some separation from the first position. Oh, he hurt him bad. Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Superman punch lands. 1 minute. Chimaev gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. 20 seconds left. Looking to land the right just out of range. And now some separation. Another takedown attempt, not there. Round two next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Just misses with the left hook. Well, excellent takedown defense so far in this fight, and there it is again. He knew if he was going to win this fight, he was going to have to stop the shot, and he's certainly done that so far.
He has done a great job of staying upright. He understands positioning. He understands finding defense and getting back into space where he's having the most success.
Oh, thwack. That is a solid kick right there. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time UFC Olympian yourself with some hands,
can fall in love with the striking. He is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might get.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty. Another shot. There you go, single leg. He's got to be careful here.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the ball. I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight. Big shots landed by him now.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Whittaker's right back to the full mount.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Whittaker's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
Side control.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. Oh, right into mount. Oh.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that graphic exchange.
A series of punches from the top here by Robert Whittaker. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it. The head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got hit very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
What a round.
Excellent job last round. Really, really good ground control. This round, we want to do the exact same thing. Let's start this off with a big takedown.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
All right, here we go with our next round. He came in, the book on him was that his takedown defense was great. That's exactly what we saw.
Well, it's held up. You know, he understood that he had to stay standing if he wanted a chance to win this fight. And I love his knowledge of defending. His legs are always wide when he's defensive. And the moment he gets a chance to cover the head with his hip, he always does that. And you don't always get the energy because his sprawl has been fantastic.
Slips the punch nicely there. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
All right, side control now.
That was a slick transition.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Chimaev. Whittaker's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. He's going to try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there.
Right. Chimaev's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Great job landing the strike from his back. This is where he wants to be.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Close guard. Chimaev's back in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Nice defense.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Chimaev's back in full mount. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up in a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Chimaev's back in side control. Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight. Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish arm bars.
And now he's got the back.
Getting them out here. Oh, he got to the spot.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Final seconds of round 3. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Listen, everything you're doing is working. Your rhythm is great. Keep it up. Your hands are landing all the time. I want you to keep that head moving and that...
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Fight. Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this young man.
No, and he does it in the old school way, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you push a guy to the side of the octagon and use it as a barrier to get up.
Right.
Not with this guy. He stuffs your head in the corner, he gains his posture, and he just starts dropping hammers until eventually you're going to turn to your knees, he'll take your neck and choke you, or he'll just put you back down. It's crazy to watch him dictate his opponent's actions with his power from this position. Not many guys can generate that type of power. You got to go back to guys like Mark Munoz. You can call him the Filipino smashing machine because he was so good with his ground and pound. This guy shows that same exact type of approach.
Whittaker's doing a nice job there, Ray. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
All right, relax and breathe.
Chimaev's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Rips the body there. Whittaker gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Effective strike there by Robert Whittaker.
It won't take many of those.
All right, there it is again, a path of least resistance approach from Khamzat Chimaev, who was able to get the fight to the floor.
The angles that Chimaev gets when he gets to his opponent's legs is why nobody can defend takedowns. He overwhelms them with pressure, but he also gives them things that they don't see every day inside the gym. He gets to the double, cuts his angle, gets the takedown, and it only gets worse from there.
Well, you know, Rogan's pissed he missed this one. We are witnessing an instant classic. Back and forth we go. Both fighters have been on the cusp of being finished, and both have exuded a ton of heart.
Yeah, they've both shown heart, courage, ability, technical skills. I can't really tell you how these two are still in the fight with the damage that they both are exhibiting on their face.
Chimaev's in half guard now.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
2 minutes remain in the round.
Heavy body kick lands.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
Oh, boy, look at that gash.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Huge knee lands from in close. And now separation.
Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Oh, another heavy shot gets through.
Beautiful level change.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Khamzat Chimaev gets the takedown late in the round. That's useful. Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward.
Nice.
15 seconds. Making all these shots count. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
Let's get this fight to the ground and get on.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round.
Solid punch lands for him.
Checks the leg kick. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Able to land to the body there with the left kick. Just misses there with the left. Whittaker's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
I'll stop this. You gotta fight back.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division, down to the wire between two of the best.
They show what type of fighter this division possesses. They should be very proud, both of them.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev. We'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaging. Perfect entry to slam him down.
Get ready to counter that left hook.
Well, at this point, I would use the big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Shades of Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald as these athletes go toe-to-toe, both dealing with cuts and adversity and trying to fight through it. Absolutely incredible result.
So many people say they want to be a fighter. If I'm trying to... You heard him. Another big takedown.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here. That darts is tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side.
Smart adjustment, yep. This is a terrible position.
90 seconds now to go in this one. It is hard to hear ourselves on the headsets. This place is going crazy after one of the best fights of the year. Both men put it all on the line. Just really a sight to behold from minute one of this fight.
Well, they told us. They both told us. Strap in. This is going to be one of the best fights you've ever seen, and boy, has it delivered. We have seen blood. We have seen heart. We have seen spirit. We have seen these two lay it on the line against each other. But hey, it takes two to tango, and we had the two right guys in the octagon tonight to produce an instant classic.
Oh, misses with the jab. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's going to lose.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
30 seconds to go in this one.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Nice.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accepts that this is going to be a stand-up fight? Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Ooh, pretty good uppercut. And there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the welterweight cut, never seemingly an easy one for Khamzat Chimaev, but certainly no issues on fight night. He goes the distance and gets it done by way of decision.
I mean, we saw it, right? We saw it with the fight against Gilbert Burns where he got tested, and it was hard, and you wondered whether or not this...